Hi, everybody. So today we've got a cash flow dashboard example. So again, it's fictitious information. It's meant as inspiration and a source of ideas. So this dashboard here is meant to be shared inside of either a finance team or perhaps a little bit more broadly inside of the executive team to sort of provide them more guidance as to how the company is doing over time, if there are certain ratios that they should be paying attention to. So let me break down some of the areas here. And again, building this and designing this is completely up to you using Klipfolio clips. But this one here has a few interesting visualizations and ways to organize the data, of course. So right up at the very, very top, probably the most important lifeblood information of the company, I would stick is the cash position. So here's the available cash. Interestingly, there's a little number here that says how much is pending, and depending on your payment provider. So for example, Stripe, we know when money is coming into the bank, so you can sort of put that as pending, especially if cash flow is tight. You want to make sure that you've got enough to cover certain expenses and understand what that number is. Here on this clip, we've got our most important financial metrics: income over time, COGS, expenses, and the net profit. And each of these numbers, of course, has not only got a trend line, but we've also got a little indicator to tell you how are we doing versus the previous period. And you can see that in this example, there's quite a bit of fluctuation, a huge improvement on net profit, which is great. So again, like, context is really everything when you're looking and analyzing some of this information. You may have certain covenants that you have to maintain with lenders, some banks. So knowing what those are, and in this case, we're using indicators to highlight when you're outside of that acceptable range. So, for our quick and current ratio. So again, this is all something that's easily achievable using conditional formatting. So again, a nice way to sort of display and again, add some context to that info. Now, a financial dashboard doesn't necessarily only have to have true financial metrics. You can also have performance or sales or non-financial metrics on here. So we have related information like number of new subscriptions that we had today, net MR or net ARR this month. So again, these things will add confidence to what an audience is looking at. So this, of course, this sales information is very related to financial performance. So having this side by side, I think makes quite a bit of sense. Again, depending on your business, you may be very interested in your payables and receivables. So looking at them on an aged chart, such as we have here, is easy to do. And then maybe taking it one level further down, looking at, what certain customers are in arrears, how much do they owe you, where in the world are they? So this is a nice little table chart where you can easily see folks that are inside or outside of certain buckets. Of course, you can filter any of this if you want to get a closer view and dive in. So hopefully this adds some inspiration and some ideas. Let me know if you've got any questions. Always happy to help.